Hi there Poke fans, I am your humble host Charles Fan and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. Today we start up again at our conversation here with N. I don't know if this is just after the carousel ride or just before. Okay, so it's just after we have done this carousel ride over here. And in today's environment, that is not really a strange thing to have two guys riding a carousel. Or whatever that wheel is called. So as you saw over there, I was struggling to get into this Pokemon Center, so I just got off the bike because the bike is interfering with my ability to get into doors. Because it's traveling too fast. So now we are going to take on Eliza. I think her name is Eliza. And first we have to get through this little these traveling cars over here. I don't know what you call this specific ride. Okay, there's no one in this ride. So let's see where it drops us off. Okay, so it drops us off over here and we have to push that button in which that lady over there is standing in front of. And she wants to challenge us. Let's see how we fare in this battle over here. The intention is to get the gym badge in this episode. Or white out. And I have to do it all over again. Okay, so she starts off with Imalga. I wonder if Thunder Shock will do anything. It does a little bit less than half. After all, it is a flying type, although I would have thought that since it is half electric type, it would do a bit less than half, but that's how things go. I knocked the microphone over there. I do apologize for that. Another Imalga. So Thunder Shock is doing quite well for me at the moment. And this is the main reason I have Stunfisk over here, to help me out against other electric types so that I can be strong against myself, and it has the added advantage of being immune to electric type attacks himself. Now if I was an electric type gym leader, I'd have something to counteract that. Some sort of Pokemon that has a water or grass type attack. Now in the modern era, you do have an electric and grass type. Granted, you'll have to go back in time quite significantly to get it, but you do have it. Or you could just get a certain ghost type Pokemon that has the ability to possess implements and having possessed a lawnmower. That is the word I was looking for. I had to translate from my language over there. That's why I was struggling with that. And if you have that, then Stunfisk is not a problem for you. Or you, as I have done, you can have yourself a Chinchou or a Lantern even, with the ability Volt Absorb. And then that also gives you some advantages over there. So this lady jumps out of the car at me. Let's see if I can defeat her. Now if any of you remember my fire type playthrough, you would know that I also used the Magby line. So I am now using the Elekid line in this game, this playthrough, with the intention of getting an Electivire at the end. So here is a minor spoiler alert for you. when I do my Ice type playthrough, I will be using Smoochum and Jinx. Unfortunately, they did not deem Jinx popular enough, and the fact that it was riddled with controversy to give it a additional evolution as well, which I am quite disappointed in. This Mud Bomb is doing quite well for me, especially against these Blitzel and Zip Striker. Hopefully I do similar damage against the gym leader's Pokemon, because she's going to be quite difficult to deal with. I do assume that she does have some strategies to counteract the very strategy I am using. Okay, this is quite a nice ride. And they dropped me off over here. Okay, let's take a look at my Pokemon and see if I can give them any items. Or maybe there are some TMs I could teach them. But I think these berries might be quite useful. Okay, Orange Berry, I have 3 of them. It might be quite useful. Stunfisk, you hold on to this berry, just so that you have some recovery if the need arises. Okay, there's a scope lens and a big root. The big root is for HP stealing attacks. Is it worth increasing my critical hit ratio? I'm not that sure about it. Okay, let's wait for this car over here. There's another lady in this car. Why did you jump out? We can get into the car together and have some fun inside the car while we drive. Doesn't that sound like a much better idea to you? She doesn't agree. So I'm not as attractive as I thought I was, obviously. Or she doesn't know that I am already a champion over 4 other regions and therefore not all that desirable, even though if I pull all the money I have through all the generations, I am the richest man over here. With the exception of N, of course. He's probably much richer. Or whoever is pulling his strings. The Jolteon grows to level 25. That's nice. And she steps out of the way so that I can get into the car. I wish she would join me in the car. That would be so much more fun. Maybe we could do some procreation. Okay, so this one will take me all the way back. Okay, shall I take the... Okay, I'm taking the car all the way back to heal up all of my Pokemon. And I'm hoping that it will allow me to get back to Eliza when I come back. Okay, so I'm back from that ride over there. And yes, this car is still available. So let's go head back to Eliza. I love the fact that this has a shortcut like this. And it didn't do anything. Bloody hell. So I have to take the long way. Let's try it again and see. There is that additional little root over there that has been cut off. Damn bloody female. She cut it off for me. I'm fairly sure she pushed the button forcing me to take the long way around because I opted to go and heal up before I challenged her. I call that spiteful. But at least there is a shortcut to the door after defeating Eliza when I finally do defeat her. Let's activate this one. Run, 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 run. Come on. Oh, for crying out loud. I missed the bloody car. So I'll just have to wait for the next one. Why are we waiting? Okay, here's the car. Let's jump in. We've reached this part of the gym, and this is the last car that we have to do. Come on. I almost missed this car as well because I couldn't. The game is a bit glitchy and it sticks, so I struggle to get out of it or to get moving. Let's not do that again. Okay, Eliza, I'm here to take a badge from you. And if I win, I would like some other privileges as well. She is quite pretty. She is after all a model as well. He goes for aerial ace. Okay, how much damage does Thundershock do? Not all that much, but I do also have to give it to her that Amalga is on a higher level than Stunfisk. So it ought to do a bit less damage. Okay, that takes care of Amalga for us. But I don't gain a level. The Zip Striker is next. Now, her main strategy is being curtailed over here because of my ground typing. This bloody Phoebe likes to do Volt Switch. It is a good strategy to use, but as you can see, it is easily counteracted. Now, if she had any grass or water type attacks, she would be able to counteract my counter. I think, yeah, this charge does more damage than Thundershock. That ought to do quite well for us. Keep battling. We don't want to lose the momentum now that we're ahead. And we are on the same level now, so let's see how much damage this charge does. Of course it goes for a quick attack. Ah, that almost took it out in a single attack. This is much more convenient. But she does a hyper potion that heals it fully. This time we get the paralysis. Another discharge. I thought she would do another hyper potion. I don't do any ground attacks over here because they don't hit Imelda. So that takes care of that. We have defeated Eliza. Now you guys are going to go on with the game, but Eliza and I are quickly going to go to a hotel and play a bit. Okay, we'll do that later on. Because you guys are here, we're not going to do that just this second. And I have the 4th badge of this game. That's quite interesting. And it actually does apply, because if you remember, old Ellie kid over there who's called Fluffy is a Pokemon, so having him being able to be obedient up to level 50 for now is quite a useful thing, especially considering that I'm so far away from level 50. Okay, now we go back to the Pokemon Center to heal up again, and then we'll go on with the rest of the game. And there we go. I've done all I had to in the Pokemon Center. Eliza met me for drinks in there, and then we went to a room that she has in there, played some games, and now we are going on with the game. Going on with our journey, as it were. Macho Brace. Seems a useful item. I'm not going to use it, but it could come in quite handy at some point. Okay, hi there lady, how are you? She just tells me where I am, as if I was lost. Or I think that is what she did. This is Route 16. I'm fairly sure that I knew that. And now I have to fight this police officer over here. And he has a Herdier. That's a cool Pokemon actually. Herdier could be a rescue animal, a rescue dog, if you will, if you want it to be. All it has to do is evolve another time, one more time. I wonder if you can get one of those little whiskey flasks or whatever that they put under the Huskies, not the Huskies, the St. Bernard's neck when they go out rescuing people. Some rum to warm you up. And then of course the St. Bernard will lie on top of you to keep you warm as well. I don't know if that is really whiskey in there or rum. Maybe it's some water and maybe some food. And then on top of that, the St. Bernard goes and lies on top of you. Does any of you actually know what that is all about? Leave a comment in the comment section below. And I have just increased my subscription base by 1, so I'm really happy about that. Thank you to the subscriber. Now please consider subscribing to the channel as well, and leaving a like or sharing it with your friends. Maybe help me get to 20 subscribers by the end of this series. That would be so satisfying for my ego, if you would do that favor for me. Okay, low kick. That ought to take care of a dark type. He goes for Furious Wax, because the low kick didn't actually take him out, even though I am a one level higher. Granted, Liepard is an evolved Pokemon, whereas Fluffy is a baby Pokemon. Okay lady, now we have to go into the bushes. It's a pity this guy was over there looking at us, or else I could have taken her into the bushes somewhere. And I don't mean to kill her. Okay, he has a Drillbur. This is the worst Pokemon we can fight. Fluffy, I think we'll switch you out to someone else. I think Chinchou is the one to do it. Chinchou, use water gun on this water rat. I mean this ground rat. Okay, he goes for a bloody dig. Let's go for a bounce. What an awesome way to counteract dig. If we had Earthquake, that would have been an even better solution to the digging. Okay, we grow to level 23. Now we want to learn Takedown. Should I learn takedown or not? Because takedown has recoil damage. But I haven't been using Confuser for quite a while. Okay. If I need takedown, I have it. If I don't need it, I'll just learn something else instead of takedown later on. So dude, why are you standing over there? Are you protecting that girl over there? Another Lipar. I wonder if I should just run away over here. Let's do a low kick. Damn, why did I hold it to flinch flop? At least we outspeed this time and get the low kick down. He goes for torment. What does that do? Okay, so I can't do low kick again because of the torment. I wonder if I have any potions so I can heal up Fluffy a bit. Okay, this, if you were wondering, this is one of the places where you can catch a Minccino. Personally, I'm not that interested in Minccino. Maybe I'll use Minccino when I do my Ratcatcher series. I had completely forgotten about Minccino himself as being part of the rat family, because I was thinking on those 3 rats or those 3 mice that is in the Scarlet and Violet games. They are quite decent, but I think Minccino would be a suitable substitute since I'm not planning on getting those games. Well, not yet. We'll see to what extent they expand in their DLC, and if it expands sufficiently, maybe I'll consider buying that game somewhere on the second-hand market and playing it. Okay, so I quickly use the potion over here. Now for a low kick. I think that'll be appropriate. What am I doing? Okay, that's just a poison and this is a sleep recovery. But I do have 2 awakens as well. And that's a paralysis heal. Okay, just do a low kick. Let's see what happens. Okay, that took out Scraggy. Nice. This guy is also wanting to fight me. And those 2 guys at the back there in front of that tunnel looks like they're going to block my way and prevent me from going through that tunnel over there. Now if you manage to get on the other side of that tunnel, that is where you're going to find that so as I was saying, behind that tunnel over there you can catch or acquire a Rotom. And Rotom, if you make it possess a lawnmower, will be a grass and a electric type. No longer a grass and a ghost type. Although a ghost type Pokemon in this game would be quite decent as well. But since we are unable to actually get to Rotom until very late in the game, in other words after all of the badges have been acquired and the Elite Four have been fought once, only after that can you acquire Rotom. So I will not be using Rotom, but I will be using a different Steality. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.